Before I start, I just want to say the devs released another teaser. Here it is. I'll admit it does sound like the killer has something to do with drones, but I do really like that crafter concept, honestly. Like, I still hope that you can still craft stuff and upgrade throughout the match like the killer can. I still think it would be pretty cool for like the killer to craft stuff like cameras or have thermal vision or just craft different weapons and stuff like that. So don't get me wrong, I just hope it's not only drones. Drones is cool and all, but I just hope it's not only drones. If it is only drones, it is what it is. But those are just my thoughts on that teaser. But here's the video. Okay, I'm gonna be connecting all the dots for this final theory. So off the rip, these names, Thalita, Lyra, and Renato Lyra, however they related, brother and sister, whatever, I think they maybe know, like I said before, this AI, the killer, the skull merchant, I think they probably related to this killer. And the reason why I say this is because they have to be related for a reason, right? Like, I don't think Behavior just added a brother and sister for no reason. I think they have something to do with the lore connecting to the killer. So I think they might be related to the killer, or maybe designed the killer and something had went wrong, like I said. But they know the killer in some shape or form, but I just think it will be very interesting if they're even related to the killer. But the killer was once human, but then turned into AI, hence Adriana Mai. That's like her code name. So, and yes, I do think we're finally getting another female killer for like the longest time in the world. Some people are making like heavy theories about the name Skull Merchant and that being related to some sort of power, but I just think that it's this case where it's just a name dealing with the lore. Like, you see, for example, how Leatherface is called the Cannibal. His power is not to bite people, his power is to use a chainsaw. So I just think that's the killer's code name, just to be the killer's code name, the Skull Merchant. But like I said before about the two that are related or anything like that, it would be crazy if they're actually married or something, like they're actually husband and wife. I just thought about that just now. But anyways, the logo, I think they probably are familiar with. I think it's maybe like a corporation, like I said before, that they used to work for or anything like that. That was probably corrupt and has something to do with designing AIs, and maybe the mastermind behind the whole designing the AIs had a different agenda. Maybe you see how with the Dredge's lore, Otto Stamper is the one that they focus on, but it's the Dredge at the same time. Like, the killer is a Dredge, but Otto Stamper is like the main character in the story, like he's the main part. So who knows, it could probably be a case like that where the mastermind is the one who was in charge of maybe the corporation. That's why we see that logo. Maybe they knew this mastermind, they used to work for this mastermind, the survivors I'm talking about, and this mastermind had some sort of evil agenda and turned the AI evil or something like that. I don't know. Maybe. I do kind of like the whole once human now AI theory, because I know for sure that these two survivors have something to do with this killer. I don't think they're just related or whatever. I don't think they just have the last name just to have each other's last name, just for it to be thrown out there. I think that has a purpose. Now, as for this box, like I said, I think the killer's power is gonna be like a crafting type power, where the killer can go to this box and upgrade maybe thermal vision or something like that. Anything to benefit the killer in some shape or form, this killer will be able to upgrade from that box or get different weapons or anything like that to injure survivors or whatever, do anything to survivors. Maybe the killer could turn itself undetectable, I don't know, oblivious status effect. Maybe it's a weapon that can incapacitate survivor for a certain amount of time. Cameras maybe is a possibility as well. But something is in that box that has something to do with the killer for sure, because I assume that the killer's gonna get something from that box or something like that and use that against the survivors. I'm really curious on how this killer is gonna look. Like, very, very curious how this killer is gonna look. I hope it's like terrifying, honestly. Like, I hope it looks very, very disturbing or uneasy to look at, because if they do that right, man, that would be terrifying to have like a sci-fi AI robot killer, or half human, half AI killer in the game. I wonder how all the animations and stuff is gonna look like too. I'm just curious about this whole chapter. I can't wait for it. As for what I think the map will be, I have no idea. Maybe it'll be like a building or something like that. Maybe like a workplace building where AIs are getting designed in the background or something like that. Or maybe she's the only AI. But I'm curious about the map too, if we are even getting the map. I'm not too sure about that, but if we are getting the map, I wonder how it look like. But anyways, that's all I got. Let me hear your thoughts down below. Love y'all. Take care. Can't wait for the chapter. And peace.
to the beat, y'all.
Check it out.
Come on. 1, 2.
1, 2, yo.
What you going